that up one round earlier, so I had another chance, but I just executed getting the break sword. So we get another try. It was all Run One's fault. If he had just stabbed that thing with the break sword, we'd have been fine. We would have been totally fine. All right. Okay, flare sword, golem. All right, let's do this. You know, maybe I'll set break sword on him now. I'll set break sword on him right now and see if I can keep him alive through the meteos. Okay, we have started our damage portion. Okay, so there's the Earth Hammer, and Earth Hammer not back row. Okay, but that's okay. All right. Alrighty. Kind of embarrassing that I didn't get that execution on the first time. It's unfortunate. Because once all Majesta is down, it's pretty much game over except bad Grand Cross luck, which can just kind of make everybody berserk or zombie or dead. And if I'm really good, I can watch for when he's taken about 16,000, and then I can throw on a reflect in case flare pops up. Okay, there's one hit on golem. Wow. Not awesome luck on those. Okay, I think I'm going to throw a carbuncle on if I get a chance here, in case we get another bad flare. Or there's Holy, but it was blocked by the Aegis Shield. Would you look at that? There's Holy, blocked by the Aegis Shield. Holy also could have been reflected had I gotten this carbuncle off. But Holy just straight up blocked by the Aegis Shield. Well done. Well done. There's the Earth Hammer, and that's what I am wanting to happen every time, and that's going to be good when we get up to the Neo X Death chapter of this fight. And again, sorry I'm not watching chat, everybody who's tuned in. I have to watch my golem hit points and everything else. Okay, physical attack. We're getting much better luck with the AI because he's definitely in the dangerous part of his routine where he can be using nasties every round, like Meteo. But instead of getting 2 Meteos in a row, I'm getting some physical attacks. I shouldn't have executed that fight command. Okay. I was just thinking I shouldn't have... Normally, when you're down like this, you want to not execute too many commands in a row. Carbuncle is safe to execute, though. Because if you have a command in the queue when he changes, you can't go back and change your command input. So you don't want to have too much stuff queued up without knowing what's going to happen. Because I would definitely want to sometimes change your mind. Okay, so now I don't have any actions queued up, so here we go. Dryslazer Bone Mail is not required to underflow. Just the Thornlet and not Lena. Lena does not work with it because Lena gets magic boost just for being Lena. That's too high, so even if she's a Berserker. So you don't need the Bone Mail. But the Earth Hammer damage is not great, 'tis true, but as Ark points out there, it's better than swinging at dummies. And Ark is explaining the dummy thing. Thank you for explaining that. Because a Berserker will just kind of randomly swing at these untargetable targets and waste most of their turns. So, all right, now run 1. You got to hit this break sword first time, man. You got to hit this break sword. Let's do it. Gotta hit this break sword. When I saw this sort of shake, I was like, man, come on, come on. And then the miss on the break sword. That was too bad, because I think this does have... most of these pieces do have some built-in evasion, like maybe 20-ish% built-in evasion. So it's not something that's going to, you know... Okay, here we go. So this is a nice piece right here. So it's 1,000 for all of them. Okay, 4,000 for you. All right, now we can start our magic lamps. You can actually see on this emulator, you can see the part where the sprite is split. That's kind of cool. Okay, here we go. All right, no more Almagest. No more Almagest. Okay, and Golem needs to be reset. Arrow 3, reflected. Get up there. There we go. That's where I wanted it to go. That's where I wanted it to go. Oh, targeted what I wanted it to target, but just straight up missed. All right, cool. So we can revive him and then reset Carbuncle. Hopefully we can do so before the magic side has another action. But I'm going to be focusing my damage on there because I'm trying to cycle through the Grand Cross piece as quickly as I can. Oh, we were not able to get Carbuncle back up. That's too bad. So both summoners are going to have to eat their action. First one to Phoenix Down. And I have to wait here because Phoenix Down has a longer wait time than some of these summon spells. So if I picked to summon Carbuncle, Carbuncle could have fired before the Phoenix Down and not protected her with Reflect. Which is yucky. And I think I may also need to reset Golem here. I actually have kind of lost track of my Golem. There's Dispel, and that will happen. That will happen. Flare Sword might need to be reset, but I can't remember for sure. Okay, nothing there. All right, so safe to go back to Sildra. And again, this is, you know, not going to be perfect or clean. I'm going to be making some mistakes here. Okay, Golem's still up. Golem's still up. So the back piece can actually do physical attacks sometimes. Oh, Flare Sword does not need to be reset. That's good. That's good to note. All right. I should have my elixirs a little bit higher up in the queue. And Bartz will be ready for an elixir there. All right, wish me luck. Here we go, Grand Cross. Okay. So it looks like Mini, dead, death sentence, and nothing on the Berserker. Okay. So not awesome, but definitely could be better. Not awesome, but could be better. Okay. I bet Golem is ready for a reset now. Nope, still not. Nice. I mean, not great that I wasted an action on it, but that's fine. Carbuncle is ready to be reset. Yeah, unfortunately, Golem is invisible in terms of his hit points. So you don't really know when Golem's dead until you take a physical hit. And this is where I really need to start piling on the damage to the Grand Cross piece, because it's going to be casting Grand Cross more often. And I think Mini'd, I can still do all the same damage. Yeah, so Mini is kind of invisible. Oh, nice. It casts it on a piece that's already been reflected. because some of our guys are missing their reflect walls because of Dispel. So I'm glad that targeted. Okay, that's good. And I'm listening for the death jingle of that Grand Cross piece. Listening very intently for that death jingle. But I may have skipped a Grand Cross cycle. I did. I skipped a Grand Cross cycle, which is good. That means it's in the last part. But that also means that it can be casting. It can be casting Meteo. That top piece of Grand Cross can cast Meteo after its last Grand Cross. So I really need to get that thing down and out of the way. Okay, so now I know that that Golem is gone, and this is where it can get yucky, because you can get that kind of double attack like that, where the back piece and the front piece both jump in on you and hit you with something like that. And I'm getting a little bit... Yeah, here's Grand Cross again. So I knew I was kind of getting behind the 8-ball again. And yes, Arc, it's true that that back piece can cast the Delta attack spell. Alright, it looks like nothing... Oh, there's poison maybe on my mini guy there. Looks like there might just be poison on my mini guy. I have to play kind of aggressive here, because if that Grand Cross piece sticks around, it's going to start Meteoing me. Now that it's cast its last Grand Cross, it's going to start Meteoing, and that's going to be ugly. There's Flare. And so even with this party, at this speed, I'm getting behind the 8-ball a little bit. I wish that my 4th character was not a Berserker. I could improve my execution a little bit better. I'm going to have to back off just a tiny bit, because the next couple actions are going to be... There's going to be physical attacks incoming. There's the top piece gone. Grand Cross is off the table, ladies and gentlemen. Grand Cross is off the table. All right. Okay, so now I just need to revive my guys, get my defenses set back up. I'm going to elixir up all of this stuff. Most of the threat is gone if I can get back kind of ahead of the damage race here. Most of this stuff is gonna be okay. I'll get my Carbuncle shield back up, throw some elixirs around, and we're gonna be fine. Woo. Yeah, and Arc says it's not a win yet. That is true. I could still mess some things up. Some bad stuff still can happen. But things are definitely looking better. And right now, right there, that arrow 3 targeted one of the dead targets. So if you're wondering about those dead targets, it reflected an arrow 3 spell, which randomly chooses one of the targets. You can't select those targets, but the things like that can. Anything that's kind of random can hit those targets. So that's why what we saw right there was a dead target being hit. Now I have to listen really carefully for that front piece to die, so that I can execute a the magic lamp immediately after. So that's what could still happen to me, is I could mis-execute that and get hit with an Almagest or something, which would be really, really embarrassing to do on stream. And I'm entering this time when I'm kind of waiting for actions like this because I want to make sure I'm good. So you'll see me waiting a little bit to not fire off an action until I know I have another character queued up. That will help avoid the Almagest. So for those of you who aren't sure what the waiting is, I'm listening for the death jingle on that front piece. Oh. Okay. Waiting again. I know my Berserker is losing a lot there. And I might just let the Berserker go out. There's the death. And if I executed this correctly, this should say, oh, Bolt 3. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It had stuff queued up. Stuff was queued up. Come on. Oh, and Leviathan was queued. Oh shoot, I totally messed this up. Okay, all right, all right. Get a turn, get a turn. Get an action. Get an action in. This is huge. Okay. Wowee. Whoa. I had forgotten to do Leviathan there before. I had forgotten Leviathan. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And all that craziness. That may be one of the craziest endings of this fight I've ever seen. That could be one of the craziest endings I've run into in my time. Holy cow. Whoa.